Hello guys, and welcome back. In the last video we created our authentication screens, sign in and sign up screen. So now in this video we are going to start adding functions here, but before that we need to do the important thing. Now we need to connect this application to Firebase. Okay, the only way we can start creating these functions, our application needs to be connected to Firebase. So let's do that. Okay, so let's minimize our app and then minimize our VS Code. Here in our browser, let's open a new tab. I'm just gonna search Firebase here. So let's enter the first page. First thing we found, so this is a Firebase console. This is our Firebase console. You need to create an account with Firebase. If you don't have one, just get started here, and then it's a step by step that's easy to follow. Then you just need to create with your Google account. Okay, then after you create, you're just going to go to console here. So let's go there and start creating. I already have an account. As you can see, I'm already logged in. So let's go to the console. So here on my desk, this is my console. It shows all my recent apps here. Now I'm just going to add the new project here. Okay, so click on here to add the new project, and then let's give it a name. So here let's name ours as Flutter Chess. I'm just going to name it like this, Flutter Chess. Then continue. Then you can leave this one, is fine, and then let's just press continue. Then you need to select an account. So I'm just going to select my default account and then create project. So the project is created. Let's continue. So here is the home of our project. You can see there's our project there, and then this is the project overview. Now we need to connect it to connect our project in our code to Firebase. Okay, so you can connect to iOS only, you can connect to Android only, you can connect to web, you can connect to Unity. Now we're just going to connect direct to Flutter here, so that we can choose whether we want web, iOS or Android. Okay, so let's click on the Flutter sign here. So here it says the easiest way you get started to use the Flutter Firebase CLI. Before you continue, make sure to install the Firebase CLI and log in and run Firebase login. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just gonna come here, right click and follow, open a new tab. Let's go to where it has opened here. So here it says setup and update, install the Firebase CLI. Down here we have this method for Windows, and then for the other people who are on the Mac, they can come down here. There is Mac OS and Linux, so you can check how to install here. For Mac, there's a automatic install script, standalone and npm. Okay, so this is how you do it in npm, but I'm on Windows right now, so I'm just going to go up here on the Windows section here, and then let's see how we install it here. So option here, there's a standalone. Download the standalone. You can use this, but first you need the Node.js here, and then there's an npm. So let's try whichever we can try here. Whatever works is what we'll go with. Okay, so let's use this npm. To use npm, the Node package manager, to install Firebase here and follow these steps. So first you need to install this Node.js. If you have not installed this in your computer, so I've already installed this, but I'm just gonna show you guys. So you can right click and then open a new tab. It will take you to this page to download the Node.js. So you can download the recommended or the current depending on which one you prefer, but I also recommend that you just get the recommended one. So once you download this and install it, you can close this and then come back here. So once we get that Node.js downloaded, number 2, we need to let's just follow this step by step. Install the npm command tools. Okay, install the Firebase CLI via npm by running the following commands. So these commands, you've seen this. What we can do is we can copy this, and then let's go to our code. Then we can open the terminal. So you can do this in either this terminal or you can open the PowerShell. Okay, so let's just open PowerShell instead of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up my PowerShell. So there's my PowerShell, and then I'm gonna paste that code here. You've seen it. And then let's press enter. So it's installing. Although it's already installed, I'm just doing this to show you guys. So the packages are installed, and then it's telling me here that npm install Firebase do npm 10.2.4 is up to date. Okay, so this is done. I've installed this. Let's minimize this. So if this fails for you guys, the npm, you can just simply come here and download this one. Is much simple, it's much easier if this one fails in your computer, but just make sure you have Node.js. Okay, so in this one you just need to download this, and then after you download it, you can just run it. This is a executable file. Let me just show you. Once I click it, it's going to start downloading. I think. Okay, so if I come here, it's going to immediately start downloading. So it's downloading, as you can see, but I'm not going to download it because I already installed this. So let me cancel. So once you download this, then just run it. It's exactly the same like that. It will install the CLI. Okay, and then next what you do is to log in and test. So let's go back to npm. We have done this. Then this command enables global available Firebase commands. Now the next thing to do is what? To log in and test. So if we, even here it says continue to log in and test. Okay, then that's it. If we come back to our application, here it says what? Firebase login. That's what it's telling us after we have installed that. So let's copy this, then come back to our shell, and then let's paste that, and then press enter. So it's telling me that you are already logged in, but for you guys, if you are not logged in, as long as you are logged in your browser, it's going to ask you to log in. You are going to put your password and then you'll be logged in. Okay, so now that we have this, then we are fine up to here. Okay, so let's come back. So this part is done. Next is to install the Flutter SDK, which we already did, because you know that we are running our application here, which means we have installed Flutter already. Okay, so let's go back to the browser. Here it says create a Flutter project, which we already did. We have a project running here. So which means now this part is done. Let's go ahead and click next. And then now next is from any directory, run this command. So this command from any directory, okay? So I'm just gonna copy this and then go back to my shell and then paste this. Now it's saying packages Flutter Fire is currently active, because for me it's already active, okay? So for some of you guys, if it's not active, it's going to run this and then it will activate, okay? So that command is run, this one, and then at the root of your Flutter project directory, run this command. So now we need to run this command at the root of our project, okay? So what we're gonna do is copy this and then come back to our code, go to the terminal, and then here we know we are already at the root here. So okay, so let's just paste that, because this is our project now, the one which is in Firebase. We were trying to connect it. Let's press enter. So now it's giving us option. We want to add for Android, iOS, macOS, and web, okay? So all we have to do is now to choose which one we don't want. So in my case, I'm going to remove macOS, okay? So let me place space here on the macOS, which means I don't want to install for this one. So these are the instructions: use arrows and space to select. So I've pressed space here. Now it has removed macOS. I just want it to be for Android, iOS, and web. So once I have done that, I'm just going to press enter. So these are the three that I've selected. Now it's registering the project. So it's finished. You say that Firebase option generated successfully within the following Firebase apps. So we have web, we have Android, we have iOS, and then if we come back to our code here, we see we have this file here for Firebase options, okay? So now we just need these packages, okay? So now we can close this and then let's go back to the browser. So we've seen that this automatically generates your pre-platform apps with Firebase, which is that folder we've just seen. Then we can press next now. Now we just need to add these lines in our main.dat, okay? So let's copy this. We copy. And then let's go to our project, and then in the main.dat here, so up here we need to say widgets Flutter binding, widgets Flutter binding dot ensure initialized, like that, and then we paste that here, okay? So we need also to add the await keyword here, the async keyword here. Now we need to import these Firebase initialize app. So we need to install packages. So let's close that, and then let's go back to the browser. Let's go to pubs.yml. First, let's start with Firebase core. Let's enter. So first, let's go back to our Firebase. We have copied this and we have done it. And then let's say continue to console. So our project is added to Firebase. Now we just need to test it. That's why we are getting errors here, because we haven't installed packages, okay? That's why now we are here to get these packages. So let's start with Firebase Core. Let's open it in the new tab. Then also let's get Firebase Auth. Let's open it in a new tab. Let's also get Firebase storage. We need this. Open it in the new tab. Let's add Cloud Firestore. This one. Let's just open that. Go on installation. Then let's copy this. Come back to the application. Pubs.yaml. Down here we can paste that. Let's go back. Let's get this Firebase Core. Copy. Come back to the app. Paste it here. Let's go back to Firebase Auth. Copy. Come back to the application. Paste it here. And then let's go back again. Go to installation, Firebase storage, copy. Come back to the application and then paste it here. Now let's go ahead and save this. Control S. Let the packages. Let's get the packages. So it looks like it's done. Let's close these that we don't need. We can now close the pubs.yaml file. Now once that is installed, now we can import this. Then we can also import this, and then the errors are gone. So now it's time to test our application. Let's bring back the emulator. So if we run this application and it runs successful, which means the application is connected to Firestore. Okay, so let's run it. So looks like the application has started successfully. Let's just hot restart again. Okay, so we have unable to establish a connection. So let's stop it and run it again. So we have some errors here. So let's go inside our Gradle and then see what we can change here. So let's go here, go on Android app Gradle build. So let's have the minimum SDK of 21, and then let's have the target SDK of 33. Okay, let's close that and save. Let's try to run it and we see if we still have an error. So our application ran successfully. Now we are successfully connected to Firebase. Okay, you can see that it's running. Now we are connected to Firebase. If it's still not running up to now, what you can do is you can come back here and then say flutter clean and run it, and then after you run this, and then you will run again flutter pubget and run that, and then after that you try to run the application. Otherwise, if you follow these steps, it's just step by step, then everything should be fine. So now guys, we have successfully connected our application to Firebase. In the next video, we are going to start implementing these methods. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.